One. Hey, what's up, you guys? DJ Mama here, and we're actually here with DJ Dex with an actual profile that's not mine. These are one of my friends, and we're about to see how many meta decks can be fit into one, but with Redeyes in it. All right, briefly describe your deck, fam.
All right, so just as a quick overview, this is basically going to be a mishmash of various decks that I could try to fit together with Redeyes. So we're going to have a little bit of everything, and it's just going to be worse than the sum of its parts. So
all right, let's get it started. What are we starting with? Of course, we got to start with the one, the only.
Right. So we're going to start with our Redeyes engine.
Yep.
So we're going to run 2 Redeyes.
Got to run those lovely vanillas and bring those up closer. Let's see, what are those rarities? Are those? They are the 25th anniversary. Ah, so beautiful.
Yes, sir. The big thing with this deck right now is waiting for the new Meteor Dragon to come out, which is thankfully announced now and should be coming soon. Once that drops, this is going to 3, but right now 2 is plenty. Next, we're going to have 3 REDMD.
Yep. Still REDMD, even after the errata.
Oh yeah, 100%. Then next, for our others, we're going to have 1 Malefic, 1 Alternative. They're both basically just little extenders. They don't do much beyond it. That's pretty much it. And then what makes any of them work is going to be 3 of these, 3 black metal. It's the only reason this deck works.
It's why even Dragon Lake plays even 3 black metal to search REDMD.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's literally it for the Redeyes. Congrats.
We have made
You've seen it.
There
You've
it
seen
is.
the whole thing. So
and now
next,
let's bring out the next engines to make them run.
So the next bit that we're going to be running here is going to be Rockets. So we're going to be running triple Absa router. Normally a one of, I think in most cases, I don't even know what modern Dragon Links run, but just because we're running off of Redeyes, we need as many 7s as possible. So we run 3 Absa router.
Yep, this is a rank 7 deck.
Pretty much. And following up with that, we have 3 Noct Division. It's the exact same reason. It's 100% free. You're never not going to have a Dark Dragon that you're summoning, so.
Very true.
And then we'll go into the actual rockets. 1 Exploder rocket, it does absolutely nothing, but it's a level 7. That's literally the only reason we run it.
It's all it needs to be.
Exactly, and because it's actually a rocket, you can get it off of things like Tracer or Quick Launch, so it's nice. But again, you're literally running it just because of the level. Next, we're going to be having 3 Tracer and 1 Recharger. Just to make stuff. Without Chaos Roller, it makes this really lame.
Rip to the boy.
Yeah, so in previous builds, I've run things like the Synchron to kind of make more Synchro plays, but because of losing that, I really don't go into Synchro as much, but Tracer's just really good. And if I'm running the Rockets, I have to run that.
Got it.
So
I mean, Tracer's still a hell of a card.
Oh yeah. Next is going to be just kind of general dragon stuff. So we're going to have 1 Tempest, 1 Blaster, and a Destrudo. More 7s.
Yeah,
that's literally it. Really good dragons, all level 7s.
The recently released Blaster 2. Love to see it.
No.
I know his effect probably won't come up.
No. Especially now.
Yeah.
For context, I've been updating this deck a lot, just because I'm never happy with it, because just by the nature, there's so much in it. And then lastly, for the dragons, we have Remus. It's just good, especially with how Redeyes work on their own already, with just wanting to be engrave and some of the other stuff you've already seen and you will see. Just getting Ravine is great. So
yeah. And if you banish Tempest, that's a wind dragon you can search, right?
Exactly. And then keeping on the winds, but kind of switching things up a little bit, we're going to be running 2 Unicorn and 1 Tier Cash.
We know these cards.
Yeah, so this is a little different. This was a little bit crazier before the ban list. It was 3 Unicorn, 2 Rise Heart, and the 1 Tier. But with the 2 Unicorn, there's a lot of testing I want to do because I do want to put more cash cards back in here. But as for now, this is just what I'm messing with. It does enough.
The only deck where hit 2 Unicorn mattered.
It genuinely ruined the entire cash engine once Unicorn went to 2.
All right.
But that was going to be it for the monsters. So just jumping into the spells, we're going to start off with the fields. We have 2 Ravine and 1 Boot. Rockets. It's just good dragon cards.
Yeah, and we always have that field spell for the Malefic Redeyes.
Yes, you're going to need it. All right, continuing with some of the rocket stuff, we have 3 quick launches. It's just a free summon. Then what do we got here? Just as a generic, we have a 1-for-1.
Yep.
Black metal, especially in this deck, he is entirely the backbone. So having a 4th copy is just, any chance I can get to get him on board, I'll go for.
Yep.
All right, for a little bit of cash, we have 2 Theosis and 1 Birth. These ratios were from when, again, I had a couple more cash cards in here. I think these ratios will change with how it is right now. Like, I'd probably want more Births, considering...
Birth is crazy. You get to just normal summon a level 7 for free.
Yeah. When it was searchable and I had more of these, it made more sense for the 1, but I think now I do want to run more. But we'll see how it goes. And then what do we have? Last is just going to be some utility stuff. Heads up, I only have 1 triple tech, so we just have the 1 in deck. 1 called by, and then 2 imperms. That's going to be it. This deck is mostly for fun, so I'm not worried too much about crazy interaction stuff and having a lot of hand traps or interruption.
Yeah.
I'm here to summon Flare Metal and have a good time.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for the main deck.
So yeah, it's just a very casual, combo deck that can end on a lot of Redeyes cards.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and start with some of the exceeds. So we have 2 Flare Metal.
Yeah.
He's
the best Redeyes card by technicality.
By technicality, yeah.
Because black metal that doesn't have Redeyes in the name, technically.
Right. So, yeah, I just love the burn damage. I think it's a really fun thing. Is it good? No, but it's fun to pull off. But yeah, that's it for those. For the rest of our exceeds, we have a Big Eye and a Rise Heart and a Dark Armed.
Understandable.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty standard rank 7 lineup. Because we have to fit a lot of Dragon Link stuff in here as well. Exceed space is kind of lacking, so.
I think those all have a reason to be there for sure.
Right. I had to pick the best utility that I had.
Yep.
So next we're gonna have our Synchros. Right now it's literally just these 2. Again, losing Chaos Ruler forever ago. It still hurts. So
he still feels the pain.
At this point, I really don't Synchro a lot because of it. Because with it, then you can go into things like, what was it? The 1 Red Dragon Archfiend that I can go off from an 8. Hot Red, there we go. But without it, it's if I'm going to Synchro, I'm summoning him for an end board thing. And then Pixie, I know it's a weird choice. It's just the deck locks you into Darks really quickly. And odds are, if I can summon this, I'm already locked into Darks. So there's no point of even running Ancient Fairy. And you still get a draw. You get a draw card if you activate a field spell, so it's not useless, but
yeah, technically not useless.
It's basically entirely for Destrudo. That's all it's there for.
Yep.
Even though I'm not running the package in here, we still have Dragoon in the extra deck. I just have an extra spot and I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, okay.
With stuff like side cards like Ultimate Slayer, if I'm fighting fusions, well, I have one in extra deck, but that's really it for right now. Again, once we have Meteor Dragon, summoning this won't be as bad. But for right now, it kind of just sits there. All right. Next is going to be the links. So we're going to go about this from the beginning.
Yep.
Our link ones, we have Striker and Pisty. Striker is the go-to, 100%. It's great. Get the rocket field spell. It's great. Pisty, if you can make the little Pisty loop, perfect. If not, it's just a link 1. It's great.
The only limited link that ever mattered.
For
Striker
real.
Dragon.
Yeah. I did forget one. We do have the Imduck. If we're doing plays, for example, with some of the links you'll see later on, there's a lot of issues that come into play where you realize a lot of things specify effect monsters, and Redeyes doesn't fit the bill. And so you kind of have to link out into that and just to kind of weasel around it sometimes. But it's just there. Don't go into it often. Next for our 2s, we're gonna have Romulus and Spheres. Spheres is just a good card to end on. Romulus is just a good extender, gets you another Ravine. This with the Remus, get your Remus back on board. It's good stuff. For our higher level fellas, we have BLS and Borrelend.
Yeah.
BLS is, I guess, if I didn't, beat you turn 1 and I need to get 3 bodies on board, it's an easy thing to make. Or if I don't get to go full combo, he's nice to go into. But odds are, if I'm doing something, I'm gonna want to go into Borrelend. It does wonders for the deck.
Gives it a monster that's just like, all right, here's the big guy. Can you got him? Let's see if you can.
Exactly. And one of the things with this current build, it's a little rough because, again, a lot of the ratios for the cash cards have changed, which did change significantly how stuff played. But ideally, perfect hand, no interruptions. You could potentially get Borrelend and 2 Flare Metal on board, which is nice until you get Dark Ruler. Right. And that's going to be it. That's the whole deck.
You'll love to see it. So we're not releasing the side deck. He's keeping it secret. He's going to work on that. But do you want to share any little spicy texts? Anything with that? No?
No.
Okay. So, all right. That will be it. Do you want to let people know where they can find you?
Oh, please don't find me.
Okay. So it's like, if anybody in the comments asks, you got to ask through me, and then I'll ask him if how he feels about the ratios, how he feels about if so and what play. But yeah, this is Redeyes mixed with Kashtira and Dragon Link. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been DJ Mama, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to release your name unless, do you want to, at least?
That's fine.
All right, we got a little Space Mambo, my man. Or I think, I forgot your Twitter app, but it's fine. I'm just calling him Mambo, keeping his identity a secret. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Later.